Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to Alan Wake 2. We have just arrived at the local police station, and I'm pretty sure we're about to perform some kind of autopsy ourselves. It's really giving me X-Files vibes. We are literally Dana Scully about to do our own autopsy. Something that's become kind of apparent to me is I probably should have spent a lot more time looking around that initial wooded area for secrets. It felt like more of a guided part of the game, but looking back at it, I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to go off the beaten path and to find secrets and things like that. So I'm going to be trying to be a little bit more thorough, starting with looking around the police station a bit as much as we can, including, of course, obviously investigating the toilets. So yeah, let's get into things here. Thank you guys for being here and for clicking on the video. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much. If you've been digging Alan Wake 2, ooh, hello there. Leaving a like, subbing to the channel, ringing the bell, all those things help me out immensely, and I appreciate those that do. I'm glad this guy has nothing to say to us, even though, you know, just popped into the bathroom he was cleaning. No big deal, right?
They locked up an innocent man.
Have they now? Hard to say. We don't know you, and you are not talking to us.
They're a lying bunch of bastards.
All right.
You believe me, right?
Not really. But I guess we'll find out. Let's take a look at some of these things. We can probably put these up on the wall here.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
I know one of you is stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them, and there's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff's station, for Pete's sake. One of these days I'm going to catch you red-handed, and you'd better believe you're getting thrown out. What a disgrace you are. What kind of nut counts toilet paper rolls? Sounds like you've got too much time on your hands. Lovely. We have a teepee thief. Yeah, having the map to the station is probably a good thing. This map is giving me some Resident Evil vibes.
Oh dear. I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide. Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide. Also, it's bear season.
Why do I feel like this part is especially quiet? Very well done. Nice.
Did somebody call for a tour guide?
Oh, wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices.
That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime.
But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions.
That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and That's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have
Nice.
cutters. Oh wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere.
Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak.
The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
They didn't show the thermos, did they? All right.
Agent?
Don't mind me just snooping around.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
All right, I kind of feel like we've explored this as much as we can, but it did indicate... Oh, we can charge through doors. It did indicate an upstairs area. And I haven't seen quite where we can get to that.
Have a nice day.
It won't open.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
It would be nice if we had a flashlight.
I need something to cut this.
What is this we're getting? We have an inventory here. We have a gun with 12 shots in it. A standard issue FBI sidearm, semi-automatic with low recoil, moderate stopping power. We have some handgun ammo, 12 rounds. We got a battery pack for the flashlight that I don't seem to have a flashlight. And a trauma pad. Adhesive bandage restores a good amount of HP. You know, that being said, we have this whole UI for a flashlight and for a gun. We have had no combat yet. That's really interesting. Logan's charm, our daughter's charm, increases max HP. Okay, and then these are our key items. Oh, there's the flashlight. I wonder why we're not pulling it out or what pulls it out. The F key doesn't do it. We got some painkillers, restores a small amount of HP, and replenishes additional health over time. That's awesome.
It's not opening. Okay. Let's take a look at outpatient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Anything to learn from the body.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
So ritual writing, some kind of tattoo, too smudged to read. Victim was alive when strapped down. Timeline is inconsistent with bloating. Something was put in there.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Tattoos on the body and heart. How did the killers have time? Doesn't make sense. Cause of bloating unknown. Strange tattoos on skin and heart. Something was inserted into the chest cavity. Oh good, some paper. That's exactly what you want in your chest cavity.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the
hell?
Show me the clicker.
I did not expect any of this. What in the heck?
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
This guy just went full Terminator in this police station, didn't he?
I'll make you pay.
get into the light.
Try to stay in the light to avoid being detected. It's like opposite of the typical stealth you might expect in any game with stealth.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable.
Vanished.
Oh my gosh. Whew, okay, so they're going right into things hard. I can press space to continue, but do I want to hang out here for a minute and see what resolves? Oh, just some music that's probably going to be copyrighted. Okay, let's not get a copyright strike.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared?
Alright, I think we need to go into the Mind Palace.
A dead man.
Nightingale attacked us.
Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation.
Yeah, like
This is the case.
the sheriff was about to deliver us the entire original manuscript from the first game, I think, and then I think Alan, the creator of this universe, yeeted him out of existence. He was like, no, wait, and then he was gone. A corpse attacked us. I used his sensitivity to light to fight him off, but he got away. I need to hunt him down and figure out what the f is going on here. Fair enough. We have manuscript pages to check out.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing. A monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
That's pretty good. Oh, we got some radio stuff.
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
I feel like this guy is secretly working for the Federal Bureau of Control. You know what I mean? He's letting us take the lead. He's openly
pages
admitting
are
that it's
important.
paranormal.
Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale. Was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job. He'd be inside, waiting for her.
So we always have to come here to listen to these, otherwise we don't get the full... Yeah, we don't get the full reading of it just in the game. Let's see. Cult ritual, what is it? I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Need to dig into this. There must be an explanation. Writing part of the ritual. Text tattooed on the victim's manuscript pages found inside. Writing has some significance here. Nightingale only victim to become a monster. Why? His murder matched the other victims. Why didn't they become monsters too? The overlap. What? These pages aren't making sense.
Think.
According to the page, it sounds like Nightingale went back to Cauldron Lake and he's a Taken.
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
I don't have an explanation for this. How are they doing this? What is going on here? I can't help but feel like this guy is somehow involved, but maybe it's like a red herring. Like maybe we're supposed to think he's involved to distract us from somebody else. Because he's almost too obvious. Looks like we're going back to Cauldron Lake.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
So I don't see any dead bodies here, so the, oh wait, I take that back. We're not going to talk about the fact that these dudes have been killed. Like, I feel like there'd be a lot of paperwork to fill out. A lot of paperwork. And it would probably be hard to explain. I don't know if there's anything else in here we can loot. Yes, I'm thinking about loot at a time like this.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay? Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Not everyone's okay.
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
See, look at this. We are not looking around thoroughly enough. I thought I had covered this area thoroughly, but we had not. And we're definitely going to need everything.
Magic! Magic's not real!
Terrifying pair.
I have the flashlight out now, and I don't need the flashlight out. Let's see if we can find a way to put the flashlight away. Flashlight. Oh. Oh, toggle it with E. Okay. Flashlight reload with Q. There we go. Toggle it with E, reload it with Q. These people are all fine. No one's in a complete panic. Everyone here would be panicked.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Probably not.
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Kill the Joe, make some mo. This is the third time this week I come in for a late shift and there's no coffee in the machine. You take that last cup, you brew a new one. I can't, oh, I can. Not your personal assistant. Chet, I hate to break it to you, but you need to have a face capable of growing a beard to make effective use of beard oil. Okay. I knew Marco's beard was too soft to be natural. What brand is he using? Since my numerous friendly reminders about not having personal packages delivered to the station have gone unheeded from here on out, if you've seen fit to send something to the station, I will see fit to announce to the station what you have received. It is a federal offense to open someone's mail. Yes, it is. Is it a personal offense that I need to share my desk space with your late-night impulse buys? Yes, it is. You have been warned. Admin. P.S. Officer Lightfoot, your beard oil is ready for pickup. Reminder, front desk computer and admin email are not to be used for personal quarrels or other unofficial business. And remember to wash your coffee mugs. Third annual Community Outreach Barbecue. Hey gang, the annual event you've been eagerly awaiting is upon us, the Community Outreach Barbecue. Now I don't want to hear any grumbling. This is a valuable opportunity to connect with the community. Statistics show that officers who are well integrated with the communities they serve see lower instances of violent crime in their precincts and are more effective in their policing and have overall better mental wellness. This is for your benefit, so take it seriously. All right. Anything else going on that we've missed? Probably. Yeah, like down here. Definitely like items and equipment everywhere, guys. That's kind of what I realized. We left so much stuff in the forest, I think. If we're heading back that way, maybe we'll have the opportunity to grab some of it. Because, yeah, we have not been thorough as I kind of wanted to be. I kind of thought the first part was more on rails and was not looking around. Now I see all these filing cabinets. And you have to get like pretty close to them for it to trigger. Alright, we might be clear here.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, KC?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
The historic Elderwood Palace Lodge of Bright Falls. This building was constructed as a part of one of the early settlements in the greater Bright Falls area. Built in 1898, the building has been both in private and public use through the years and has bravely stood the test of time. In 2015, it was carefully taken apart and relocated here in downtown Bright Falls, where it was rebuilt into its original glory log by log. The Elderwood Palace Lodge reopened in Bright Falls in 2016 and has served its customers faithfully ever since. Is this where we're staying? We have not even been inside here
So
yet.
what's good here? Any nice restaurants? I'm a bit of a foodie.
Well, the restaurants and shops in town are closed at the moment, unfortunately. They'll have a grand reopening right after Deerfest, though. So if you're sticking around till then.
Oh, I don't think I am. Whatever a Deerfest even is.
Oh. Well, there's always our own restaurant at your convenience.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm sure we're going to be like led here later to return to our room or something like that. Do we need to scour this place right now? Probably not. I'm more interested in going back to the woods and scouring things out there. We'll probably have plenty of time to look around. This looks like a really, really cool place. By the way, absolutely a place I would love to stay. But
Hey, how are you doing?
let's head back to the forest near the lake. And maybe we can find some of the stuff that I know we must have left behind. Car can be used to travel between locations. Okay, perfect.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Looks like the sun is getting lower in the sky. Return to the heart.
The page says Nightingale's in some...
Yeah, we probably need to check out everything. We've got all these points of interest that we have not checked out.
Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
Let's start looking wherever I want to go. No entry. This location is closed to the public by order of the FBC, the Federal Bureau of Control. Okay. Does that mean I can't... I can probably get up here. Maybe if I came around the opposite way. Like, if we go out this way and we circle around, we might be able to get there. Let's try that.
I need to head back.
Oh, no. Okay. So it's maybe not going to let us do this. Yeah, we're not going to be able to go that way. Okay, oh, look at that. That is a gorgeous but ominous sunset. So, we can't go this way. Well, maybe we can. Look at this. There might be a way that's open that I'm just not seeing. Maybe 2 different pathways. Ah, yes, the hole in the fence.
Casey, you go ahead to the murder side. I'll catch up.
If you say so.
The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this.
Look at
Or
this.
because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Chaos at Cauldron Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late-night fishing was violently disrupted Saturday as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which has been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attacker is still at large, Bright Falls Police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, "1 minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows, the next we heard screaming coming from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police and started running in the opposite direction." Another eyewitness, who preferred to remain anonymous, said, "It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog starts barking his head off and this psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. Don't think I'll ever feel safe in the forest again." A representative from the local rental cabins who chose to remain anonymous wanted to remind customers, if you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us as we may need to rejigger some of the reservations based on the state of the cabin that you have rented. Okay. Does a hike a day keep depression away? It might be bright, sunny July, but it's never been too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months of autumn ahead. That's right, in the grand scheme of life. Those dead, depressing days are just around the corner. Have you been taking your vitamin D? Probably not. But for all of you thinking there's got to be another way, there's good news. Hiking has been proven to be incredibly beneficial to your mental and emotional health. So get out there and do it. Just don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. Missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend when Miss Amanda Smith was reunited with her beloved dog Coffee Bean. CB, as his owner refers to him, has been missing for 3 days, and Miss Smith was afraid that she would never see her best friend again. When I got the call, I couldn't believe my ears, she said. I must have asked, am I dreaming, at least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times, confirmed Ranger Stevenson, the man responsible for finding the wayward canine. It's rare that you get to give those kinds of calls, and I feel real grateful to have had the opportunity. What with all the predators out there, usually you're telling folks that you found their dog dead, their cat's eaten, you know. So it felt real good to give some good news. Bright Falls' own virtual baking champ. Little Sally Upton's whole family erupted into cheers when she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer, tennis? No. In this brave new world that we live in, her family was cheering her on as she won a match in a game that exists only on the information superhighway. The game in question was Mega Baking Star, in which players compete to make the tastiest treats and sweetest eats for their virtual online judges. Okay. We're not going anywhere else this way.
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
I don't get it. Yes, you do. Oh, so we're not getting up here without bolt cutters. Where can... Ooh, look at this. This is the, almost like the ritual cult symbol.
A creepy twig sculpture?
Yeah. There we go. What's the purpose? Marking a territory, a warning, feels derivative, like something out of a horror movie. Exactly. Alright, so that's as far as we can go this way. We can't quite get into the rental cabins. We do have a point of interest back here, so we need to work our way back to the north here. Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is none other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. I feel like we read that one, didn't we? Maybe not, because it looks like it clears the points of interest once we find them. Yeah, okay, that's really nice that it clears it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So we still have a few things down here, and we have a witch's hut, which we
A lot of things about this
probably have
case
to check
keep
out.
bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
Mortar falls. This powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble the mortar and pestle, quite like the one the Witch of Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. We can't investigate whatever that is at all. I'm sure it's completely normal.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
The Witch's Hut. Here lived the Witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. I'm sure the opening and closing shutters there we can see are just completely normal, right? Just completely normal. I wonder if the weather here is like dynamic or if it is prescribed by the game in some way. Or if it's like, you know, kind of random. I think that having the flashlight out would be good. It's just the wind. That's completely fine. Hard to believe there's no loot hiding in here, actually. Here we go. What is this? Friday. Midge told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in the big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Indeed. Sunday. So I told her. She said thanks. Fucking kill me. Monday. I snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do, screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm gonna find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building, take some photos. It's gonna be epic. You're gonna get yourself killed. Do you have any loot I could steal? You do. There we go. What is that one? That is the handgun ammo. Not gonna do him any good.
Is that a kid's lunchbox?
It looks like it.
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox.
I know things can get a little crazy around here.
Having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
I know things can get a little crazy, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Oh, missing fragments 1. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the Mine Palace. Huh. Okay. We need 18. Again and again, hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. 12, increase the magazine size. That sounds good. Another headshot. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy. This seems good. These 2 are probably like key. What do we have here? We already watched that. Okay. Points of interest cases track objects and other information that Saga has acquired to chart collection progress.
Finding
So this is a collectible.
lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
The note inside mentions Alan Wake. What the hell are these?
I need to figure out where Nightingale went. I can feel something.
Whoa.
A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
I'm not ready to feel the presence.
I know Nightingale is somewhere.
We need to go a different way.
The tree
was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
Oh, was that what we were looking
threshold.
for?
Like a doorway, leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
It's really cool that when you leave items behind, it marks it on your map. So like if your inventory were full and there were certain items you wanted to leave, you can come back and get them later. That's really good. I like that a lot because our inventory is limited. It looks like we can expand it later, but it is kind of a limited inventory. I don't know how we're going to get down here exactly. I kind of want to go visit this stuff first before we progress. Yeah, I want to clear some of these points of interest.
Casey, you look for any further clues here, and I'll check the rest of the area. You see anything, radio me.
Got it.
Fancy meeting you here.
Our crime scene's drowning. I never mind the rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Can we not get inside this place? Oh, we couldn't see this before.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Bare feet. Nightingale.
The tree could mean witch's ladle, but what's a threshold to? What's it a threshold to? The overlap? These footprints weren't here before Nightingale came this way. I'm on the right trail.
Nope.
Some kind of signature? Did they intend for this body to be discovered or just an idle carving? Here we go. Now we can go inside. We probably could have looked around here originally too when we were first here. Not sure where this one would go. A large amount of supplies laid out on the table. There we go. It's a lot of equipment laying around. How long have they been here? Monday, 9/3, some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. 9/4, Tuesday, nothing to report, some animals regular. Wednesday, 9/5, hunters out after dark, poachers. Heard some gunshots, not one of ours. Gotta keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out here. Okay. So I'm having a hard time telling if we've gotten those points of interest locked away, or if we have still maybe something here to discover. Because yeah, it's still definitely showing multiple points of interest coming from inside the building, actually. Yeah, I think that's really all that we can find here. Unless I'm just like straight up missing something. Which is probably likely to be the case. Probably missing some loot or something like that. Okay, with that area searched out, we could come back here. I feel like there's opportunity that maybe back this way there could be some stuff before we head down into this area. UFOs and You, the ultimate guide to spotting unidentified flying objects. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 a.m. after I finished my AMA on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove, chasing it. Starry night, not much moon. As expected, it led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't, not this time. Frustrated but relieved. I scanned the sky for the shapes, the objects, nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the after image of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track? I was right to come to Bright Falls. Wish we could see who this was. Like, who wrote it? Another box. How do you like knitting, hero? I had it made just for you. Weird. The notice I mentions making knitting just for me. How do they know I knit? Or maybe just a coincidence.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd you go from here?
Witch's Ladle. There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape. And yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake, it being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. Sounds familiar to kind of what just happened to us. Oh, look, you can put your picture, a picture of your face right in her chest. Because that's what everyone wants. Mm-hmm.
These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree.
Why is there like a weird perpendicularity here? Like
What
a
is
wormhole.
that?
Yeah, what's the wormhole
Seems
thing?
like it's reacting to the light.
You can toggle your flashlight boost to increase damage to darkness and burn through dark substances. Oh. Snap.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
Nice.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead.
The fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. Saga felt safe, like nothing could hurt her here. There were objects that stood out to Saga as if the light had manifested them, pulled them from the darkness. A shift in reality, heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos, a shoebox, a mop and a bucket, a poster on the wall, and in the cabinet, another manuscript page.
So in other words, we're going back to the witch's hut.
This is the witch's hut. The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
Well, I'm not seeing anything. Maybe the fuse box would be on the outside of the building? Not that way.
Anderson, I thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale.
So the fuse was in place. She had found it amongst the junk in the forest.
Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well.
Amongst the junk in the forest. That could mean basically anything. I feel like there was like a garbage bin back at the general store. Would it be that literal, the junk in the forest? Apparently not. It's apparently not what we're looking for. Maybe it's right here.
This fuse is busted.
Yeah, well, we're close.
This one looks good.
Oh, there we
People
go.
should really stop littering, though.
The break room is a place where you can save your progress. Oh, okay. Because progress had been
Another
auto-saving.
page. Making progress.
Yeah, that's the page. What else do we have going on? Quick save and manual save. Okay. So it's going to also offer us save points. Let's go ahead and before we even read the page and any crazy stuff happens, let's go ahead and we'll save right here, and I'm going to take a little break. I am really, really loving this game. It is so good. The atmosphere, the story, the writing is really good. The voice acting is great. But yeah, overall the ambience has been really incredible. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.